Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your source for Second Amendment news. What I want to talk to you about today is actually pretty important. You see, the government is trying to, in both houses, the House and the Senate, they're trying to force feed a bill that's called the TAPS Act. It's the Threat Assessment, Prevention, and Safety Act of 2019. And now in the Senate, it's going to be S-265, and in the House, it's going to be H.R. 838. I'll have links to both of those. In the House side, it has been submitted by our Texas Representative Brian Babin. The Senate version has been submitted by Senators Marco Rubio, Kirsten Sinema, and Tom Tillis. Now, these are bipartisan bills. What does that mean? It means that they're submitted by both Democrats and Republicans and supported by both. Now, the TAPS Act, well, they're making it sound fuzzy on its surface. They're saying it will standardize and provide behavioral threat assessments and management processes across the federal government. They also say that it will provide states the training and resources and support needed to stand up to community-based multidisciplinary behavioral threat assessment and management units. They're going to say it will help recognize that behavioral threat assessment and management processes must become part of the culture and fabric of contemporary law enforcement. We'll go to that in a second. And they're also saying they're also urging that this is a matter of national security, and that if we act now, we can save lives. Anytime the government resorts to that line, or the children, you should be cautious. Now, both the bill's House and Senate versions look to establish a task force. And this task force will be made up of experts in behavioral threat assessment and management. It will also create recommendations for a national strategy to prevent targeted violence through behavioral threat assessment and management. That sounds warm and fuzzy. However, that is called profiling. Profiling is what many law enforcement agencies used in the 60s, 70s, and 80s to try to predict crime. And that was found to be illegal. Police departments cannot profile. They would use things such as if they're driving this type of make and model vehicle on this particular highway, they're drug runners. Or if they're wearing this type of shirt and hat and they're of this skin color, they're a criminal. And we all know that that's not true. That's called profiling, and it is highly illegal. However, here's the federal government asking each state to start a profiling program. We'll just call it something different. Another problem with this bill is that it's looking to predict crime. Just like Orwell and Minority Report, they are looking to criminalize the pre-thought of crime. Now, they're coming out right away and they're saying that state participation in this program is voluntary. However, how does the federal government get the state to do what they want? Grant money. Yep, grant money will be made available to states who choose to receive training and support. It's bribery. You guys are going to do this, and we're going to pay you, and you're going to keep sucking on the giant teat of government. And that's just what it is. So what they're looking to do is like a red flag on steroids. They're going to try to predict your thought process and your future dangerousness based on whatever it is you do or you say or you might be taking part in. And they're going to look to stop you before you act. The TAPS Act is not good. The TAPS Act has already been deemed illegal under what has been known as profiling. And do we really want our state and federal and local police departments to start profiling again under a different name? I don't. And I also don't think that we should be bribing states to take programs like this. You cannot criminalize somebody's thought. You cannot criminalize what you think somebody might do, given a set of circumstances that haven't presented themselves. Short of a thing called probable cause, you can't even take action on somebody. It's just amazing on how far they're stooping and how creative they're getting with their words, so that people will be like, yeah, this is great. Yeah, we need a threat assessment program. We absolutely need that. That they could assess everybody in our community and tell who is a threat. It's profiling. It's illegal. So like I said, I'll have links of both of these bills in the description. They also have little they're called one-pagers, of little bullet points of why you should support these bills. But they don't tell you the full story. It is profiling. Point blank, even the way they're talking about it is profiling. Supreme Court doesn't like that. But we're just going to rename it something fuzzy, and hopefully the sheep eat it up. Don't be a sheep. Please pass this along. Read the bills if you would like. They're down below. It does nothing to save lives other than look to infringe on our rights. That is it. Looking to take away more rights. The big old government can just keep telling us what to do and how to do it. Please call your senators and your representatives. Tell them to say no to the TAPS Act. Please pass this information along. And until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry your weapon. Take care, everybody.